Hi, my name is Priscilla Morales, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am a psychoanalytic life coach, and I help people understand their unconscious to become the best version of themselves. So let's get right into today's concept. I keep seeing clients who they are frustrated with the fact that they're still healing. We can just ignore this. So oftentimes I have gone to my own therapist, like, I'm so mad that I can't have things flow into my life. I can't have positive thoughts. I don't have access to that type of energy the way that other people do. I'm just like not like a by nature, like positive or optimistic person. So it felt really frustrating to continue to do work on myself, continue trying to get better, and still not seeing things happen the way I would want them to flow in my physical reality, and seeing things flowing for other people, which is also this sense of comparison that is really common for a lot of us, but obviously it's not great and it makes you feel like shit. I definitely understand the struggle around thinking, okay, how much do I have to heal? How much do I have to get better till I can finally live like a normal person, till I can finally, flow in the way I want to. And also, there's a frustration I see a lot in myself and reflected in my clients, where you get to a point where you're like, damn, this is happening again. Like, again, I'm struggling in my love life. Again, I thought I brought awareness to this pattern, spoke to my inner child about it, understood where that wound came from. And like, I'm done, I'm over it, I let it go. And then coming across the same pattern coming up again, and then feeling like you took a few steps forward and like 100 steps back, right? And that's not really what's happening either. And the frustration comes from a place of life is not supposed to be this way. Life is supposed to be different. Life is supposed to be fair, good, easy. Life is supposed to start when I feel good. Life is going to start when I have this thing. Life is good for other people because they have this and this and this. They might not even be a material thing, right? You might look at someone else and be like, their energy is just great. Wish I could get there, but I have so much healing to do, so much like negativity to work through to even start to have a positive mindset like that person. And here I am, just kind of stuck in an area of my life where even if I do a good amount of the work, I might be so far away from a mindset like that person. And, you just get frustrated with where you are on the journey and the fact that you even have to be on the journey anyway. So I thought a visual analogy to help others and understand what this is all about. What are we supposed to be doing? And why do I always feel like we're not good enough? Like where we are is just like not enough. It's like, okay, then like what is enough? So one visual I use a lot because I struggled a lot with a victim mentality. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to admit, but like whatever. So a bunch of flowers in a field, and neither one of them knows who's going to get hit by a thunderstorm. I mean, even lightning could hit one of them, right? So we've got these flowers in a forest, in a field, which is us. And then one of them, just gets attacked, just get rain, petals blown away by petals, just like a lot of darkness. Meanwhile, sun is shining on Shadi. Like our girlie over here is growing beautifully. Like it's got some nice color, a great tan, right? Everybody's looking at her like, damn, you're so cool. And they both started out the same, right? But there is no room for flower on the left to say, I'm less valuable because the rain hit me and not her, right? And that's important, because when we get this frustration around our feelings of inadequacy, or feeling like, okay, but she has that and I don't, it's like nobody is playing a trick on you. Nobody is saying, well, the thing is that you're not as worthy, you're not as beautiful, you're too overweight, your skin is too bad, you're too, your mental health is just too messed up to have sunshine on you. These are the reasons the ego comes up with to say you don't have the things that that girl with the sun has because something's wrong with you, right? And it tries to like pick apart, like, oh, this petal is the wrong color, that's why the rain hit you, or this petal is just not perfect enough, that's why it hit you, right? And the ego will try to come up with areas of self-blame to exert control. If I blame myself, then maybe I could control it. So the ego's logic is trying to say that, okay, if we say that it's our fault, that something's wrong with our petals, something's wrong with the energy we put out there, and that's why the rain falls on us and not them, then you have control, right? Then the ego has control, predictability, some hold on saying this is not unknown. This is known. I know the problem and I'm going to figure out a solution, right? What is the best state to be in, but a frustrating state for the ego to be in, a very comfortable space for our spirit side, is the point of being where you're just like, I don't know why this happened to me. And can I explain why the rain hits me and not another person? No, we can't. What we do know is that that's life. And we do know that it has nothing to do with anything that's your fault. We do know that things just happen in the most random ways. And sure, maybe there's like an energetic contribution to why certain patterns keep coming up in your life. That's fine. But don't assume that you have complete control over your outside circumstances. You are co-creating, right? So you do have a lot of control, right? But when you're consumed by ego, it lowers your vibration to the point where you can't really have any access to the part of you that is able to control, is able to co-create. But to just close out what we learned with the flowers is basically they can't control the rain. They can't control the fact that they were born in a part of the soil where there's a bit less fertilizer and they grew a different color than other flowers. There's nothing innately wrong with them. They didn't do anything wrong. They just have to learn to accept themselves and push through the circumstances that they were given, right? There's no blame and there's no comparison and there's no victimhood. Oh, poor me, this happened to me. No, bro, the flower that gets rained on all the time can't say that. The flower that gets rained on all the time would be just like, I don't know. I mean, it is what it is, but maybe I get more water than the girl that's getting all the sunshine. There's always some benefits you can see in whatever state of life you're in, even if it's not as desirable as somebody else's. Regardless, the point is take the attitude of the flower in the way that it would never think to blame itself or question its own beauty when it comes to natural occurrences that are out of its control. You want to kind of take that message as well and be like, I am a blooming, incredible, beautiful flower. Sure, certain parts of where I was born are less favorable. Maybe they don't look as great as so-and-so celebrity, but it's okay. It's not my fault. And I can continue to bloom and be beautiful, right? That doesn't change. My worthiness is not affected by the area of the garden where the rain hits, right? Using this analogy in a bigger sense.